Here's how to start investing without all the noise. 90% of American millionaires got there through investing, and yet half of Americans have never bought a single share of stock. Why? Because nobody actually explains how to start. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do. First, let's clear up what investing actually means. Saving is putting money somewhere safe so it doesn't lose value. A high-yield savings account, for instance. Investing is different. When you invest, you buy ownership in something, a piece of a company, a bond, a fund of hundreds of companies that you expect will grow over time. Saving protects your money from the present. Investing grows your money for the future. Here's why this matters. As we covered in our compound interest video, $700 a month invested at the stock market's average return becomes $1.8 million in 40 years. The same money sitting in a savings account would be worth around $400,000. Investing is how you let time do the work for you instead of you working harder. Before you open any account, you need to make 3 decisions. Number 1, what is your goal? Retirement in 40 years? A house in 5 years? General wealth building? The goal determines the strategy. Number 2, what's your time horizon? Money you need within 5 years probably shouldn't go in stocks. Money you won't touch for 20 years almost certainly should. And number 3, how much risk can you tolerate? If a 30% market drop would make you panic sell, you need to invest more conservatively. Be honest with yourself here. Now the account types. There are 3 main ones for a beginner. A taxable brokerage account is the simplest. Money in, money out anytime, but you pay capital gains tax on growth. A Roth IRA is a tax-advantaged retirement account. You put in money you've already paid tax on, and all future growth comes out tax-free. A 401k is what your employer offers. Pre-tax contributions, often with an employer match, but locked until age 59 and a half. The shorthand, 401k for the employer match. Roth IRA for tax-free growth, taxable brokerage for everything else. Most experts recommend this order. First, contribute enough to your 401k to get the full employer match. That's free money. Second, max out a Roth IRA. Third, max out the rest of your 401k. And fourth, anything beyond that goes in a taxable brokerage. Now, what do you actually buy in these accounts? For 90% of beginners, the answer is the same: a low-cost index fund. An index fund is a single fund that owns hundreds of companies at once. Buying an S&P 500 index fund means you instantly own a piece of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and 496 other major American companies. You don't pick winners, you own everything. Warren Buffett, the most famous investor on earth, recommends index funds for almost everyone. The advantage: no research required, instant diversification, and historically index funds have beaten 80% of professional fund managers over 20-year periods. 3 numbers to memorize. First, historical return. The US stock market has averaged about 10% per year before inflation, around 7% after. Second, typical expense ratio. A low-cost index fund charges around 0.05% per year. Anything over 1% is a red flag. Third, minimum to start. Most brokerages now have no minimum. You can start with $1. How much should you actually invest? The standard guidance for beginners is 15% of your gross income, including any employer match. If you make $60,000 a year, that's $9,000 a year, or $750 a month. If 15% feels impossible, start with whatever you can. Even 1% of your income invested for 40 years beats 0% invested for 40 years. The amount matters less than the consistency. Here's the actual 5-step path from zero to invested. Step 1, pick a brokerage. Fidelity, Vanguard, and Schwab are the safest for beginners. Step 2, open the right account type. Start with a Roth IRA if you're under the income limits, otherwise a taxable brokerage. Step 3, link your bank account and transfer money in. Step 4, buy a low-cost broad market index fund, something like Vanguard's VTI or Fidelity's FZROX. And Step 5, set up automatic contributions and don't check your account daily. That's it. Most people overcomplicate this. 3 habits separate successful investors from everyone else. Automate every contribution. Make investing the default, not a decision. Stay invested through the inevitable market drops. The worst time to sell is when everyone else is panicking. And ignore the daily news. You're investing for decades, not days. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. 3 mistakes that derail beginners. 1. Trying to pick individual stocks before you understand the basics. 2. Panic selling during a market downturn. That turns paper losses into real ones. 3. Paying high fees for actively managed funds when low-cost index funds outperform them most of the time. That's how to start investing. The hardest part is just opening the account. Subscribe if you want more like this.